Scientology speedruns are insane. What in the actual... So apparently this is a Scientology building, I guess in Hollywood or LA?
What
Somewhere?
you just witnessed was a gaggle of young men concealing their identities, recording themselves, running into a Scientology office building to see how far inside they could get. Half of that description just sounded like the video you're watching right now. Listen, it's for blind viewers. At least.
By the way, what's his name? Movie actor, Mission Impossible. God damn it. Yeah, Tom Cruise. Isn't he the face of Scientology?
At least one of them exists. This is an emerging speedrunning category where an individual or group of individuals try to get as deep into the LA Scientology office, like past the bits that are supposed to be publicly accessible, as they humanly can. Hi again, guys. And personally, I have no love for Scientologists. They are often compared to a cult, and as an organization, they have a lot.
Yeah, I just want to say, definitely, Scientology has been the butt of the joke for well over a decade now, probably decades at this point, with the Tom Cruise acting crazy on Oprah, with GTA references and memes. I think we had to, something involving Scientology. Listen, I didn't complete the entire GTA story, but I know you either had to kill them or you had to invade or, you know, do espionage for the cult, right? In the game, in GTA. I could be wrong, I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy out here.
Really muddy the waters for things like I want to enjoy. Like when you set aside how off-putting Tom Cruise and his middle tooth are, there's a lot of me that wants to like him. He's a short guy doing big stuff. Every new method he concocts to try and get as close to killing himself that he can while filming it and then using it to make $1 bajillion looks really cool. And a lot of things...
Unironically, apparently Tom Cruise actually doesn't use stunt doubles, or he keeps it to a minimum. Apparently he's the one actually on the side of planes, actually hanging on for dear life with wires. It's crazy. But yeah.
Anyways, there's the whole like Project Normandy thing where Scientology almost took over the city of Clearwater, Florida. And all
right, what does it say? Project Normandy was a top secret Church of Scientology operation wherein the church planned to take over the city of Clearwater, Florida by infiltrating government offices and media centers. That kind of sounds similar to, you know, certain people doing that now. Gabe Cazares, who was the mayor of Clearwater at the time, used the term, and I quote, the occupation of Clearwater, and later characterized it as a paramilitary operation by a terrorist group. So just know, you know, these things do exist today, and if you try and label certain people or demographics this, you know, you will get hit with all kinds of isms. Just know that, even if it is true. But just know there are people in our government who, you know, may be affiliated with specific religions and or countries who are, you know, they have power.
Terrorist group. Scientology is covered endlessly in the most nefarious rumors of their tactics, cover-ups, and alleged psychological manipulation have been covered in documentaries and movies and in YouTube videos that make them seem like a really threatening presence that you don't want to get in the bad graces of. But then you just have some random shitters on TikTok, multiple groups of them just managing to almost effortlessly infiltrate into the building like it's
I need to know, what is Scientology even about? You know, Scientology's been a thing for a long time now, and I to this day, I don't understand what the Scientology is about. The good old Google is saying Scientology is a movement and system of beliefs and practices founded in the 1950s by science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard. It describes itself as a religion that offers precise path to ultimate spiritual enlightenment, personal freedom, and a complete understanding of one's true spiritual nature. And that is, again, what does that even mean? What does any of that mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just slow. Maybe I'm just not understanding.
Breaks the facade of this unstoppable juggernaut of a shady organization that comes to mind when talking about science.
Why is this building blue, by the way? What it actually says Scientology. This does not seem as credible. Astrology? Like, Jesus Christ.
Not that they are.
I don't mean to offend all the astrology girls out there. I'm just saying. Here we have some Scientology clips here. Deepest recorded Scientology run. Okay. Bro, these guys can't be more than like 18, 19. Genuinely, what the
f*** in here.
Who was that guy?
Okay, I'll leave.
Bro. Let me check the comments. Someone said, do the Mormon temple next. Another person said, what's Scientology even about? Again, apparently spiritual awakening. Someone says, why does this look so fun though? Another person said, let's storm the Scientology building. They can't stop us all. Imagine like 1,000 people just running inside a Scientology building. They would be so overwhelmed with the sheer amount of people and bodies. I think they would just give up. In response to what Scientology is even about, someone said money, control, and space alien named Xenu. What the fuck is Xenu? Let's Google it. Xenu, pronounced Xenu, actually Xenu, is a central esoteric figure in the Church of Scientology's confidential upper-level teachings, also spelled Zimu. He appears in material known as operating thetan level 3, which is treated as a trade secret and only disclosed to advanced members. Okay, again, at this point, what can you expect from a religion created by a science fiction writer? Like, shout out to all my science fiction writers out there, but I mean, good God, what are we... Like, this is as credible as Cthulhu or Yakub or Slender Man. Apparently,
Scientology audit on YouTube.
we have this guy who's out here bullying the Scientology recruiters on the streets. Streets LA on TikTok. Look at this guy.
What the? They actually
bullying.
have a little device that beeps when an anti-Scientologist is roaming.
How is that possible?
That's a cult right there. It's a Scientology. It's a cult. Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's like,
I'm a suppressive person. You might.
yo, he looks. I'm sorry. Wait. A janitor, a guy with a collared shirt outside with a broom and a dustbin, who looks literally look like he could be the top recruiter for an actual cult in the movie.
Inside.
Look at this guy, bro.
Good boy. Oh, they blurred the window. Good. Oh, you locked him out. Hey, you almost locked him out.
Oh my God. Almost.
Good boy.
Listen, I always thought Scientology was a meme. I didn't really think it was an actual religion. Genuinely speaking, when I got GTA 5, I was like 13 or whatever. Or no, yeah, around 13, I don't know, 14. Back in 2013 when GTA 5 dropped, and it was just in the game. I thought it was like a memed religion, right? But apparently it's a real thing. That's actually kind of crazy. Apparently they keep bullying them though. More bullying footage here. Like Scientologists. Wow. So they're shutting the door on him?
If you look at Scientology audits shorts, you can tell that the staff of the Scientology building he's trying to run into is pretty used to his and probably other people's antics.
So this guy's just like a nuisance, a perpetual pest.
They have a protocol. There's literally a type of buzzer system.
The guy he's beating. Let's go back to the channel and actually look at it. Shout out to Kawhi, by the way. Here we have another crazy clip right here. Viral.
Remember him? That's you. That's you. All right.
Hold on.
You look like you had a good life before this, man. You look like you had
So we have a young recruiter out here, basically a young recruiter, and it says showing him pics of his life before Scientology. So this guy was recruited, bro. He used to be a normal, guy with a mom and dad and sisters, maybe, and friends, and now he's out here in a tuxedo, like out here like Penguin, bro. Like he's some kind of skinny, twinked out version of Penguin from Batman. It's actually sad.
You look like you had a good life before this, man.
Had a good life and get him. Look at the old geezer.
You look like you had fun. You're a good-looking guguy.
Oh, boss. Whoa, hold
And
up.
I know Ukraine is not in the best of places right now.
Oh, shit.
How do you give up? It's the internet, man.
Security sending him a message. This is actually sad.
I literally think he's gonna cry right now. I know he misses his wife.
Oh shit! Whoa! What the f life before being a Scientology recruiter?
Yeah, I just showed him this video, and I'm telling you, he looked like he was gonna cry.
Yo, imagine being this your kid, man.
Hard.
Imagine this being your kid.
I think the kid has a right to have, and he's a kid. He has a right to have some happiness. This ain't it. I know it.
I gotta see the comments. Someone said, to be fair, if you showed me happy pictures of my life in my home from before it became war-torn, I think I'd also cry, and I'm not in a cult, hypothetically speaking. They also said they target vulnerable people. It's sick. I hope this kid finds his way. Another person that said that young recruiter had such a beautiful smile in those photos. Now he looks like there is no life in him. I hope he finds his way out of that cult. Another person said that old man pissed me off getting in the way. Mind your business, laughing my ass off. I don't know. Who the f is this old guy? Someone else said praying for that kid, man. He deserves better. Absolutely, man. This is crazy. Another person said this is actually sad. You can see it in his eyes. Yeah, that is kind of weird, man.
Scientology run patch notes. Added co-op. Up to 8 players can take on the Scientology building in either local or online multiplayer.
Okay, so clearly, apparently, young individuals in the surrounding area are treating this as if some IRL, PvE quest or mission of sorts.
Nerfed Tom Cruise's health by 10%.
Here we go. Look at them. Couldn't this be like technically breaking and entering.
If you weren't sure, these guys had a pretty clear goal of getting to the top floor of the building.
Yo,
like one of them
creepy.
literally says, "What are you going down for?" I'm almost certain it's because the elevator was taking.
I wonder if they're in the actual main building, like that building, the blue building that we saw in the beginning, and the one, I don't know, like surely there are different buildings, the Scientology buildings, like there's one in, sure, in New York or Florida, Los Angeles, California as well. You know, I'm curious as to which one they're in. Probably a very low security based one. Sorry about the pings, guys. Mediterranean food is coming.
You can see them pivot
very
pretty
soon.
hard when they actually see a guy coming up to try and stop them. Like the dude in the hallway at the back of that scene.
Yo, whoa, we gotta go back, Chris. Well, we gotta go back. Who the f was that?
When they actually see a guy coming up to try and stop them. Like the dude in the hallway at the back.
Mid-level boss. Let me boom. Mid-level f***ing boss, bro.
Back of that scene when they got down the stairs looked a tad menacing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't have
Bro's arms were flared out like a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a big belly. Jesus
stomach
Christ.
for this sort of thing. But a huge part of this exercise for the people who are actually doing it is exploring and seeing what they can find in the areas they are able to get in.
That's it.
Getting information to improve their speedrunning techniques, even if they weren't able to go all the way up to the top floor like they want.
All right, we're seeing it now. There they go. Look at this guy.
Get out!
Look at this guy.
Get out!
Oh my, yo, this is actually creepy. This is creepy. This is creepy. This is creepy.
Okay.
Wow. Anyway, sorry about that. Food came, Mediterranean, Greek food. It was fucking awesome. Back to
we're getting to a point where they're
content.
pushing past security officers physically to try and get further in, which brings up the question of, is this going to escalate into something? You could argue we already have with where we're at, like how deep they're trying to get in. It seems like that lady being the last line of defense was what made these guys decide to go, you know what, let's just double back. That's good enough for this.
Listen, Gen Z grew up on meme culture. People do not care at all. Like Scientology, as far as I didn't even know it was a serious religion until like the last, I guess, now. Like I didn't know, like until watching this video. I genuinely thought it was like a front, a meme, like a money laundering situation. This is an actual thing people believe in. That's news to me.
Says they go all the way downstairs because they are mapping this place out. They are trying to map out the entire inside of the Scientology building in the state of Los Angeles. Honestly, and even more wilder, after the speed run, the map just got a massive update.
Okay, let me go back. I want to see that map actually. So far, they have the entrance, you know, the desk. What do we call this? The lobby. And then, you know, they go to the left and there's different kinds of areas, doors and whatnot. We can see with my cursor here. Then they get to a back room here with some kind of seating. I don't know what this curved thing is, but it gets progressively bigger as you can see in the updated area. So seating lounge in the back, some kind of hidden room in the back, and I guess this is the area of which they were running from or running out of, where security was trying to essentially stop them from leaving.
Fox_studio, who claims they have no relation to the people subway surfing the LA Scientology building, who themselves has been drawing more and more detailed maps of the building's interior so they can practice drawing maps for their D&D game.
Well, you know, I mean, it's good to know, like, this is being mapped out in case somebody ever gets recruited, aka kidnapped. They're being held hostage in one of these buildings. You can actually, you know, you have a good visual of the layout, you know, in case you want to go rescue somebody, you know. Half kidding, by the way. Theory of this guy. Scientologist defender loses it.
I can take that phone and break on the motherfucking concrete.
Is that a threat?
Your skull.
Is that a threat? Is that a threat?
I just heard somebody's skull being smashed on the pavement.
Is that a threat? You know what you made? What you just did there is a criminal threat. That's a criminal threat. You go to jail for that. Yeah.
Yo, are people unironically believing in Scientology? I'm genuinely still questioning
this. Have a good day. Yeah.
I'm the criminal.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm the criminal.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you go ahead and break my, or you threaten to.
Wait, so Tom Cruise actually believes in this stuff?
Break my phone? That's called an assault. It's called the First Amendment. I have a right to.
Them or no?
You getting do you see any threats? Do you see anything? You asking a question?
You're bothering them.
Too bad. It's called the First Amendment. It's protected by law.
Person?
I have the First Amendment right to speak out against a cult. If you want to defend a cult, knock yourself out.
Why don't you work on your own life?
I'm working on.
I'm sure you haven't done shit
what are you doing?
for yourself, buddy.
You got the band-aid on your face. You couldn't even afford a whole band-aid. You had to do a half of one. Who split your shit? Yeah, walk away.
Oh boy, like what the someone said, you can see his soul leave his body on, and I quote, you couldn't even afford the whole band-aid. Someone else said, Nye died when he said you couldn't even afford the whole band-aid. You had to do half of one. Another person said, when he mentioned band-aid, dude realized, and I quote, he's right. They took all my money. Guys, here we have a lady Scientology recruiter in the penguin suit. I just gotta say, you know, sometimes to me, life is stranger than fiction. It truly is. And yeah, apparently this is a real thing. In any case, on to the next video.